Hey, today we will discuss a basic calculator problem. Description is implement a basic calculator to evaluate a simple expression string. The expression string may contain open bracket, closing bracket, and a plus or minus sign. No negative integers and empty spaces. For example, we have one example here. We have 1 plus 1, and this is the output is 2. The second, for example, here we have empty space here. 2 minus 1 plus 2, we have 3, and this the next example, we have a bracket here. It is 23. For example, also can be here minus, so we have to change this here or compute this and then change the sign into this. And I have to approach. I can display here two approach, and this is the first one when I use stack here. Maybe here is the function, the stack, and I'm going from this side, from the end to the beginning, and is a digit or sign, or I have to see closing bracket, open bracket, open, no, only closing, yes, closing bracket. Then I put this on the stack. For example, this is closing bracket, I put it on the stack. This 84, I put this on the stack, 84, then I put this on the stack, then I put 6 on the stack, and then I have the open bracket. In this moment I compute this all origin in the brackets and to one number, and I change it. For example, this we have here, there was nothing here before, moment. We have here 6 and 4, and after my operation they will be here 10. I do something like this, and when I go to the end, I change all this. First I change this brackets, then I change I compute this bracket. And this is how it works. I have here the calculate. I have this stack and some inits, and I go through whole char here in the string. If the char is a digit, then I go here. So I'm going here, for example, first digit here is 4, and I compute this none is 0 here. We have here 4, so this is this I'll evaluate to 4, and this po to 10 digit, this is 0, so po digit is 1, so we have 4 here, and the digit is plus 1, so we have digit 1. Next time 8, so we have 8 here, so here is 8 multiply by 10 power of 1, so this will be 10 multiplied by 8 is 80, plus 4 was before, and the digit is now 2. And here we have plus, so this isn't digit. We are going here, Is was a digit before? Yes, there was a digit before. We put on the stack the whole digit. This stack is made with objects. That mean I made a union. Can be none or a char. It can be init or not a char. And in the one stack I have and chars and inits. Okay, where we go here? So I push this whole number 84, no 80 and 4 separately. I push it together, and then I write that was digit false, and the digit and num is 0 0 to compute the next number. Here, if this isn't the chart isn't spaced because I skipped this all spaces, and the chart is closing brackets. It's compute, but this isn't a closing bracket. I simply put on the stack, so I put plus here. The same, I placed a closing bracket on the end, and that was also the on the stack. Next, we are here 6, and we have 6 are computing in the same way like before. If there is a open bracket, I go here, 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 and here, and I push this on the stack, but the whole number watch is compute here. So I only put the stack to compute, and this is my function method to compute. This is the code to compute the what is on the stack. We don't have to check a lot of, because we know what there is on the stack. So we take a number first from the stack, because there's always a number there. Remove this, and then while this stack is empty or the char is closing bracket, we take a sign, because the next should be the sign, have to be the sign. So take a sign, and we take a number. So we have 3 objects: result, sign, and number. And we can compute the result is a sign, is a result plus num or result minus num. Depends on if the sign is plus. Yes. So we compute this small part. Here we take into the result, and we going so far, and this will be a closing bracket on the empty. If there is something empty isn't empty, I will pop up also. If, for example, after computing this, it will be something more. It's on the, for example, the another string, something like that. And with the result. So we, in this place, we changed this whole bracket for 90. Yes, 90 also, and we go we put our 90 to the to the stack, and we go further. Is plus, we putting on the stack. Is open bracket, we putting on this on the stack. Is open, is minus, putting on the stack. Open bracket, putting, and we closing bracket. So here closing bracket, we compute so long to the closing bracket. So we are computing this part. So this will be 2, so this will be 11, and we have something like this, and we put this 11 here on the stack again, and we have now in this moment we have on the stack 90 plus open bracket 3 minus 11, and then we go further, we have minus here 1 and closing bracket, and we also the same, we computing this bracket. Yeah, this will be this will be 9. One moment. 9 minus 9, and we put in here, and we closing because we reached the all, and on the end, if there was a number, we're putting a number there, because it can be that the last, for example, here is the first is a number, and for that we're computing. So we're computing this what we have on the stack, and we have here, so this will be 81. Yes, and this is how it works, and this should be here 81. Yes. Okay, this is one solution. Now I want to show you the another solution. We can say in the previous solution we could go through all character, we can say numbers here twice. You can go one and putting on the stack, and on the stack also we taking this. So the complexity will be O of n, where n is the number of numbers here, and here is the second solution where the complexity will be also O of n, but we're taking only one time a digit here, the number, not twice, but also we're using a stack. We have one function here, and we're going from this side, so from the beginning here we're going through the whole or jars. If the jar is a digit, we're making something similar, so we're putting 1. For example, here is the num is 10. Here char here will be 1 plus the num from the multiplying by 10. For example, here will be 81. You have 8 here. Here this will be 0, so the number will be 8. In the next time when we have 1, here will be 8 plus multiplying by 10 is 80 plus 1, 81, and the number will be 81. Yes. Then if there will be a plus, we to the result we are adding num multiplying by sign. This sign can be only 1 or minus 1. So we have 81. We can if the sign will be minus, there will be minus 81. It will be 1. There will be adding the 81, and we compute here what were here before. So to the result we are adding 81, and we save our sign that there was 1 here. If there will be minus, there will be minus 1, and we save in our variable sign a sign. Yes, here. So here we are saving a plus. Okay, and if there will be for example something 77, I don't know, minus something like this, then we have here sign 1, and the 77 we are counting this num, and we have minus, so we are going here but we are pressing here the previous one. The previous one was plus, so we are adding 77 to the result and saving -1, that the next one will be minus, not plus. Yes. Okay, when we have the open bracket here, we're pushing our results. For example, here we have open bracket, but on the beginning we have 0, so this is not a good example. For example, here we are computing this whole. For example, we have compute this. There was, for example, we can say 1 here, and we compute this to 82, and we in the result we have 82, and we have minus, for example, this we don't have here, minus. So in this place we pushing result 82 and the sign -1, and the result is 0 and sign 1, how the previous one. And again we are here, so we are computing this what is in the bracket. So 4 plus 2, so we are going here, then here, then here, then here, and then here. So 4, 5 here, and we have result here will be 11. I have something like this here, and we are going here. We have closing bracket. So we put we had this 82 and minus in the stack. So we to the result we are closing our we're computing our 11. The last was a 2 plus 2. I remember, if I remember good. Okay, it doesn't matter. We have this 11 here. After this we have 11 in the result. In the result is multiplying by the sign, because on the top we have a sign, so we have a multiplying 11 by -1, so we have a -11, and adding to the result the next one. So we had here 82, so we're adding 82 to -11, so we have the result here. Yes, so this was the empty bracket here, closing bracket, and we have 71. Yes, and we go further, and we can go here from the beginning, minus in the sign, adding, and 3 here, and this is closing bracket, like before we had here, and so on. Yeah, how I said, the complexity will be O of n, and is a little better than the previous one, and also can be more elegant way written, this function. So this function will be better for this solution. The space complexity, it's also O of n, because we have this stack, and the previous one also O of n, because we have here a stack here, and we can, in the worst case, we can almost every char right there in the stack. So okay, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.